Okay, hope you're doing well. It's a beautiful evening here, kind of in between rain. It's a rainy, it's been raining over the last several weeks or so here in middle Georgia. We need it, but it can be tough on the bees as well, especially in dearth. I'm checking on these hives, but hey, today I'm talking about utility hives. You know, when you're if you're a beginning beekeeper, you may not realize exactly how important utility hives are. It's great to have one hive, but if something happens to your hive, it's hard to recover. You can't react as quick. You don't have as many choices. If you set up a couple of hives like the ones behind me here, I'm going to show you, there's a lot of options of what you can do if for some reason something happens to your queen early enough in the season. Hey, you can pull a frame from one of these hives and put it in that has eggs, and hopefully they'll correct themselves with a queen quickly. If they need more brood in certain areas for a queen, you can boost them with brood from a hive that's a little bit healthier. But having that extra hive or two is really going to help you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, well, here's the first little hive that I really set these up this spring, late spring, because some of the hives after honey really needed to be split. I wanted a few more hives, and it's always good to just have options. Still have some feed on this one. I put feed in them. They're really not coming up like they should in here. I'm going to watch this, but I'm going to take this whole lid off of this one and just show you. There's a couple of ants in here if I can kill them. This little utility hive, and it's a utility hive for now. I hope it turns into a huge hive, but if I needed some options in other hives, or if a hive was hurting or anything, I could look down through here, see what's going on with this hive, pull a frame, add a frame of brood to this. I see a lot of bees on this one, so good chance of queens on that one. I'm gonna check another frame just to make sure, but these bees have grown in numbers. There's some brood right there. See a little bit of brood uncovered. Interesting. It's always good to be able to just look through and see what the bees are doing, get a feel for it. But with a utility hive, I can look through, get a good feel for this little colony, see if they need some help, boost them, pull a frame from them, whatever I need to do. It's interesting. There's not a lot of numbers in here. This little colony actually could probably be in a more confined space. You know, they're going down in population right now. I'm going to smoke them just a little. We'll probably see the queen on this next one. I would anticipate she's right here in the middle. Let's just see what we got. I want to make sure I don't give them too much room to where something could move in, like small hive beetles. Got larvae all over. Got some exposed, some brood. It's here, interesting. Let's see the queen right off. Well, that's a good question. We need to see the queen in this little hive, or another little hive that I have might need to step in for this queen. Where is this little queen? Alright, let's check this one, see what we see. It might be on this frame right here. Hopefully filling it up with eggs. Oh, there's a roach. Now that's not a good sign there. Have a roach inside and them not chasing. Now, let me look here to see what we see. There's a brood. You see, I don't see the queen on here. It's interesting. Do need to continue to look and see if we can find her. Figure out what we got going here. This little queen may or may not have made it. I'm not sure. There's a lot of robbing going on right now too, and if other hives get in here and realize they got resources, they could be also robbing them out. Okay, well, I just found our queen down here on the corner. She is hiding in that corner right there. So there's the queen. All right, there she is, right up on top. All right, she's hiding good. We don't want to crush her whatsoever. So if anything, she could probably use a little bit of extra brood or extra bees in here to help watch after this. Not a lot of brood laying. Something may be wrong with that queen. So I'm gonna come next door to this. This is another hive. Let them know we're coming in. This little queen does a great job, but this is exactly the type of thing I would be looking for here. Is why don't we have what's happening with that other little hive? And is there a way we can use this as a utility hive? Let's see, I put feed in here. Bees are up here doing what they should be. They're feeding away. Well, that's a good sign. This should be a, look at the bee numbers in here, really nice. Okay, I'm just going to set this down and we'll take a look and see what we got here. Okay, so the bees up on the top here, let me see, there's a lot of bees in this one. Now this is a medium. I'm not going to move a medium, but I do want to see what they got. All this brood. Look at the brood. She's doing a great job. Queen could be right here or next to this. I'm just scanning along. Look at all that pretty brood. So if I had a hive that had a medium, I could move this over and add this brood to those other bees. Now I don't want to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back and I'm going to pop this off, and let's see if we can just quickly go down in the bottom. Make sure our queen is not on there. Find a little bit of brood and see if we can donate it to the hive. Okay, now look at all these bees down at the bottom. This is beautiful. And they're pretty much all the way across. Now they're real heavy on this front. So what I simply want to do is look and see, can I find a little bit of extra brood. Now I'm not going to put a bunch. I'm just going to give them a little bit and maybe swap with the bees that we were just in that hive. Maybe help them just a little bit. Let's see if we can anyway. Watch out, little girl. Okay. Now, again, I'm going to watch it, and I don't want to donate something that I really don't have to give. And there's a lot of resources on that other hive, so that other hive can't hack it. I really don't want to give them too much. If anything, I may pull some resources off of them if it turns out they're not healthy enough. There's a lot of bees in here. Just beautiful. Well, gorgeous, ton of pollen. There's a lot of pollen on this. Okay. Alright, let's keep looking. Okay, now here's the next frame. Let's just look and see what we have. Make sure we don't see the queen on here anywhere. Look at all of these bees. Okay. Gorgeous. Got some brood. Got bees. Look, make sure we don't see a queen anywhere. There's the queen. Okay, there's our queen. She's doing a good job. So this is obviously not the frame we want to move. We want to scoot this one. Maybe grab this frame. I see an ant in there. I'm going to push this all the way over. Put this frame back with the queen on it. She's doing great. Looking good. Let's pull this frame, see what we got. It's got some weight on it. Lots of brood. Lots of little larvae. Tons of bees. I think this is what I'm looking for here. Pretty frame. Lots of pretty bees. Okay, so what I'm going to got some nectar in here. What I'm going to do is basically take this that's got a little bit of bees on it. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to shift this from this hive to Tell you what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna set this for one quick moment right here. Pop this off. Let's just lay this down, it's okay. I'm gonna pull one of these frames that doesn't have much on it. Maybe just some resources. There's honey in here, that's a good one for me to give. I'll shake those few bees off. I'm gonna go give this honey to this hive. Tell you what, let's put these bees back in. They're looking good. Oop. And then let's put this honey back in the end. I'll give them some resources, trying to take some resources off that other hive, give them to this hive. Take this group of bees here, no queen on it, lots of brood. Hopefully they can cover it, got a good number. I'm going to add it right into this. These bees will be okay, they won't fight, they really won't. They'll be okay, so I'm going to take that and put this other one back together. Okay, now here's the third utility hive. Again, I'm just going to take a look inside. This one may have better numbers. If they have a ton of numbers, I may pull a slide of brood off, a framed brood off, give it to that small one. Sometimes bee coverage is what's going to keep the queen from being able to lay anyway. So let's just see what we have, and then between now and the time that we get to end of the year, November or so, they can continue to build up and grow. But right now during the summer, if I'm feeding them, got all these other things happening, I want to make sure and kind of equalize them out. Look at the numbers in here, beautiful. Looking around to see if I see any small hive beetles. Don't see anything like that running around. That's a good sign. Let me just bump this off. Look at all those pretty bees. Alright. And this hive is doing great. If anything, it might be ready for the top box. Not quite, but it's doing good. Really good numbers. In fact, I'm thinking I may look through here. Again, if I see some good numbers, I may pull a frame. Alright, let's do this. Let's get you back a little bit of smoke. And then we'll check to see how much brood they have. Maybe push a little bit of brood over to that smaller hive as well. This is a great example of a utility, just being able to equalize them out. See what we're seeing on here. This has got nectar all in it, lots of honey. There's nectar all in this outside frame, which is good. Lots of bee numbers, which is good too. You don't want a bunch of nectar on a hive if they don't have enough bees to cover it. And this hive's actually looking really good. Now, I don't want to hurt this hive because they're doing great. So there's a balance between pulling brood and invested in a small hive versus just letting this one grow and get stronger. Alright, lots of pretty brood. And some brood that she's doing a good job on. Alright, look at this pretty brood. Doing great. Don't see the queen right off. Just keep looking. Where are you, queen? Don't see her on this one. So this is a pretty frame. If I were going to donate one, this is not a bad one to donate, as long as they have a lot of other brood in here. So, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to earmark this one. But there's bees on this one solid, this one, and they're on this side as well. So I have enough to donate. I just need to watch it real quick, real closely here. So that second one might be a good option. And I know I should probably pull one off and give me some room to work, but there's a lot of bees on this next one, so probably a queen on here. I could definitely see that. Look at these bees working this frame. Goodness. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Tons of bees, lots of brood. Lots of pollen. What's on this side? More of the same. Bees everywhere. Here's a queen cup, that's all. Looking good. Lots of brood. Nice. And this is what a extra hive will give you, the ability to just, if you need something, you go move it. Alright. I'm going to slide it back down in here. 2 and 3 are good options. 2 really good options of frames to move. Alright. Let's look at this one. That should be on to the queen here any minute. I do want to see her if I can. Make sure we don't move the wrong thing. Alright, got some emerging brood. This might be a good one for the queen. Might be on here laying. Okay. I don't see her right off. Just see a lot of cells. They do have some nectar. 2 frames of brood so far, which looks good. Strong little hive, little colony. Alright, tell you what. I'm gonna, oh, there's tons of larvae down in here. This thing is covered up. This will be another frame of brood. She has absolutely covered this up. She's close. You might be on the one right and next to this one. Oh, queen, where are you? Alright, just because it's so, because these are such new little larvae, I'm going to set them right back down in here without crushing anybody. Alright, there you go. Okay, well, I have come back over to this smallest first hive. This frame has a lot of nectar. I don't want this to get something infested in it with this much resource. I'm gonna shake this off. I'm gonna take this one and go give it to this hive we just had pulled off here. I'm actually gonna move this one over. There's a lot of nectar. These bees are healthy. You can see them all up top here. I did not see the queen. That's perfectly fine. It's starting to drizzle a little bit. I'm gonna get these bees back in there. I'm going to take this frame. It's got brood. Make sure there's nothing on here that's a queen. There's not. And I'm going to take this one that's got all of this this little brood and some honey. I'm going to put them down in here. Okay, so I've reinforced. That's the great thing about a utility hive or utility hives. They can come through here and quickly equalize them out, make sure they've got what they need, set them up for best possible, situation moving ahead. Oh, got a little bit of pine straw. I should have been better about that. All right, put this on before this rain gets here. All right, and we'll button these up. Okay, well, that was awesome little inspections and equalizing, kind of moving around things in the utility hive. Hey, give that a try. If you like, subscribe. God bless.